I've had the pleasure of working on a few projects with the Shepherds of Good Hope lately. The Shepherds are a nonprofit that feed and offer housing to the homeless community here in the nation's capital. Let's pop into their headquarters.
We build partnerships in our community and really talk about how we as an organization are working hard to end chronic homelessness. What we do is we will open up dialogues with members of our community, businesses, different organizations, service clubs about the value of ending chronic homelessness. We want people to see homelessness as a temporary experience. We also want people to see the individual through their homelessness, understanding that no one chooses homelessness as a life, and often chronic homelessness and homelessness itself is a very temporary experience. I was up late one night listening to an organization, an American nonprofit called Playing for Change, and they transform the universal language of music into impact. They're a nonprofit that travels all over the world, taking songs that you and I know, and they reimagine them using a global music community. So musicians from the US, from Africa, to Australia, to Canada, and they film them all recording the same song with a variety of different tones, instruments, cultures, languages, and traditions, and they all put it together into this beautiful audio and visual presentation. And I thought to myself, this is such a beautiful rendition of the song, and it means so much. Can we do this here in Ottawa? Is this something where we can bring local musicians together, support them during the pandemic as well? And can we do a fundraiser for Shepherds of Good Hope?
During that first project with the Shepherds, I was introduced to a beautiful singer, Michael Hanna. I knew then that I needed to work with him again.
First love was cars when I was a kid. Spent 32 years at Chrysler as an engineer and enjoyed it. Went to school in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, raised a family in Detroit, Michigan, and then followed my beloved to this great O-town. Music was a part of me. It was a part of my living experience. Living at home with my father, my mother. It was constant, it was consistent. It was the people that I hung out with, ate dinner with. It was all about the music.
This is me coming up with a song idea to present to Michael.
The tune is cool. Yeah, but like I'm saying, I ran it by my wife last night, and I was just trying to, like, okay, what is he trying to say? I'm trying to, but I like the tagline.
Yeah.
But I couldn't put the connection between the tagline and the verse.
Last time we spoke, we were talking about how crazy of a world we live in with, the whole, what was going on in the U.S. and the news is the news, not to use the word fake news, but, what's on the news, what's going on. Mm-hmm. 2.5 years of COVID, people are losing their minds. And so I was trying to convey that, but you're right, in a little more of a cryptic way. As swift as the summer came, the stones freeze and the colors fade. It's kind of like time is going by, especially with COVID. Oh, geez, we pseudo lost a whole other season because this was canceled, that was canceled. My cousins are sick, I'm sick. All the seasons went long this year, a lost month and a lost year, so kind of in a...
All the seasons went long. Maybe I'm nitpicking.
No.
All the seasons went by this year.
Mm-hmm.
Not long, all the seasons went by this year.
I like that.
A lost month, a lost year. See, okay, now I see what you're saying. Because they weren't really long.
Right.
Right? Because we keep talking about this.
I like that.
About this blip that that we've got 2 years. You gotta, when you have a conversation with somebody and you try and make a time reference, you gotta add 2 years to just about everything.
It's bizarre.
It is. Here, okay. As soon as the sun sets, there's a numbered car with your name on it. What are you talking about?
Does it mean that we can be next door to death at any moment, but then you choose not to?
Okay.
I know so many people that have gone through such a hard time, especially because of the pandemic, and especially because they don't have as many people around them. I didn't want to get too crazy dark with it, but like the suicide rate is gone out.
Crazy. Yeah.
Out the roof.
I agree with
So
that.
it's almost like we could all, maybe we're all at a centimeter of that line, whether we know it or not, and whether we can control our own emotions or we have a better support system. Many of us do, but it's like there's a line for everyone, and whether or not we're 2 feet from that line, a lot of people are 2 centimeters from that line.
I get your point. And the reason I couldn't, I guess where you're going is the car personifies the potential trip out of here.
Could be a hearse, maybe.
Yeah. That's kind of what I was wondering, whether or not the car. As soon as the sun sets, there's a long car with your name on it.
As soon as the sun sets, there's a long car with your name on it. Yeah.
Because a long car would suggest a hearse.
A hearse.
Or
a limo. If you're doing it that way, right?
Right.
Yeah. I like that. In a weird way, it makes it even more cryptic, but but less cryptic.
But less cryptic, right.
Okay.
Because you could think of it in one way. You living it up or you living it out. You going.
Yeah. I like that.
As soon as the sun sets, there's a long car with your name on it. Heading out to the far side, it's the right side. But a lost ride. Swift as the summer came, the stones.
What did you say for freeze?
The water.
The water freezes?
Water freezes and the colors fade.
Water freezes.
Water freezes and the colors fade. You can run that together.
Yeah, that's cool.
Sooner, water freezes and the colors fade.
Next, we're heading to Sandy Hill to check out one of Ottawa's newest event spaces, a hip, revamped 120-year-old church right in the city. With us today is its founder and urban visionary, Leanne Moussa.
I live in Sandy Hill. I believe in building walkable communities, and I believe in getting to know your neighbors. And especially when I was having kids, I was really active in our community nursery school. And our nursery school, called Betty Hyde, used to run in the basement of this church. At the time, I was really worried about losing our daycare, so I basically sold shares to neighbors and bought them a little space when I knew that the church was being sold. And that space we converted to Betty Hyde, so we kept all the staff and they were able to move in. And the model seemed to work of selling shares and running the organization that way. So we used the same model to buy All Saints, which is where we're sitting now. It was built in 1900, and it was really part of the vision for shaping the capital. And to me, that's symbolic, to be able to take a place that, these churches, they were community hubs, actually. Although numbers are dwindling for, church service, I think that there are other ways. People still have the need to gather. They still have the need to get together. And so we run a bakery now in here, a restaurant. We have a beautiful terrace out front. And we run everything from celebrations of life when people pass away, a lot of weddings, a lot of birthday parties, And at the same time, people just walk up and grab their cup of coffee in the morning. So I'm hoping that we still serve that function of providing a central spot for neighbors to gather. We've actually started on Tuesday and Thursday nights to support live music. We just thought it was so important after COVID. You know, there's nothing that like the joy I feel really from sitting and listening to a live performance. And you can tell that the performers are just hungry. They're hungry to get back out and perform for people. Audiences are so... There's a sense of joy when they're actually listening to the music that I don't think was there before COVID, actually. I think we've all come to like really appreciate that feeling that you get from like a live performance.
Lean on, oh, yeah. There's a long car with your name on it, headed out for side. It's the right side, but a lost ride. Swift as the summer came, the waters froze and the colors changed. All of the seasons went by.
Here's verse 2 here. One.
As soon as the leaves change, the news pulled on my heartstrings. Couldn't tell where the noise came from, or was it the news or a shotgun? Making sense of the words we hear, the truth implied or the lies revealed. Finally open our eyes wide on this big ball, we are one tribe. Oh, 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 oh. One oversized lead. Oh, 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 oh.
Very cool. Excellent.
40 years ago, Shepherds originated really out of the basement of St. Bridget's Church. Father Joe Heffernan received a knock on his door. The legend is that he was watching a Montreal Expos baseball game. There was a knock on his door and a boy asked him for a meal. And Father Joe, of course, made the boy soup and a sandwich, gave him a glass of milk. And the next day, 3 children were at the door asking for a meal. And it just started. And here we are today. 40 years later, Shepherds originated as we call it, a soup kitchen. We like to think of it as a community kitchen because the community is coming together to really gather over a meal. Everybody loves to gather over a meal with family, with friends, and that's exactly the kind of culture we want to inspire here at Shepherds.
Can I hinder me? No man can I hinder. Ride on, King Jesus. No man can I hinder me. Ride on.
My name is Valerie London, and with me is Vanessa London-Lumpkin and Celeste London Atkinson. We are sisters, and we are part of the London Trio, which later became the London Trio Plus.
King Jesus, no man can I hinder.
So we have been singing for how long, ladies?
Well, over 60.
Oh, no. Don't tell them, please.
Over 50 years, I would say.
Okay,
no,
thank you very
55, maybe. Yeah.
Thank you very much, yes. Yeah, we've been singing for about 55 years. We've been singing since we were very young. We were born in
Guyana.
Yes.
In South America. Yes.
Both parents were from musical families, so that was a great help for us because we were born into it.
Fare thee well, fare thee well.
In addition, my mom was a not religious, but I would say spiritual person, and she did a lot for the community, and because of that, she always invited us to come sing with her. So we got our training from the community and from the churches that we sang in.
It was really important in our family for community building. So my mom would set up our home once a year for a dinner for the homeless. And so that is not why we do this. We do this because we love it. And we've been, I studied music. Valerie studied music too, and I studied classical music at Carleton University and sang for a while for CBC Radio. But we enjoy more than anything else, not just singing alone. I enjoy singing with my family.
Right on, King Jesus.
I was left in Guyana. I sang solo. I mainly sing tenor, the low part, and then I migrated to Jamaica where I studied there, and then I joined Valerie and Vanessa, and that's where we took up again the singing.
I had an injury, a vocal injury, and so I had to have surgery. Then my niece joined while we were recording. She took over. And so we started as the London Trio Plus, just one person, then moved into London Trio Plus. And so we are happy to have them because they are out there singing with for other programs, etc., etc. But it's nice when we come together, especially when we have a song that is close to each other. So we enjoy singing, and we are blessed when we sing for others.
Michael recommended that I ask the London Trio Choir if they would sing on our track. I happily obliged.
Okay, girl. Let's try this again. All right.
It's feel our hearts.
Feel, not tell. Feel. Well, you know what? We are zeroing into Eric's thoughts.
That's right. That's right.
2, 3, sing. Hold me now, feel our hearts beat. Together we'll make this oversized lead.
That is who sang that.
Oversized lead. No, too low. All right, okay. Follow through to the end, keep your feet on the road. Head high, reach up, and step out of the cold. Can't stop the swell like a river. One world, brother and sister. Follow through to the end, keep your feet on the road.
1, 2, 3.
Can't stop the swell like a river. One world, brother and sister. Follow through till the end, keep your feet on the road. Head high, reach up, and step out of the cold.
Yeah. Just checking that out.
Hold me now, hold me now.
Yeah. That's amazing. I like that concept there. If we can.
They'll know a high voice though. It
Even the high voice.
would be nice. Vanessa, go try it now. No. Help.
Yeah. Come on, help us now.
Just
I can't sing it because it's too high.
So
I like that.
someone was doing that.
Yeah, I like that.
And then someone was kind of.
Yeah.
that was you. That's
You
nice.
want me to still do that, or you don't want me?
No, it was cool.
Did I sing that?
something like that.
Who sang what.
I sang that?
I don't know. I just can't tell.
Sounds nice.
It does sound nice.
We heard you strongly here, but it's not picking up.
Oh,
so you gotta go in closer to that. Like y'all even.
I think it's like keep trying to listen to it.
How about, so that's good. How about we just do one more to try to beat this one?
Oh boy.
Eric, you're funny.
Yeah. Yes. We have to do this every Thursday.
I'm bringing Brother Michael.
Well, I think we have a lot of layers. We have a lot of great stuff here. Thank you so much. It's
You're welcome.
it's unbelievable.
Thank you so much, Eric, for introducing us to this song.
Yeah.
And just taking the opportunity to sit and write for the people.
Yeah.
Like meaningfully, like what I've seen that you've written is really stuff that triggers the heart. You know?
Well, thank you very
And
much.
so thank you for that.
Yeah, I was a little nervous, but I wanted to write for
And we
for
were
you all.
nervous too because it's not generally a style.
Right.
But we can do anything.
Obviously.
Michael's father, the late Sir Roland Hanna, was a celebrated jazz musician who performed with many of the greats. Michael asked if I could digitize old tapes of his dad so that he could watch them.
I mean, the quality
It's questionable.
is what it is.
Yeah.
But you get to hear it. I actually lightened it up a little bit even. And I made it a little louder. And then these.
Did you add that? Or was that was part of the.
They come and they go. This
Kind of
was-
gives it the authenticity of
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it did.
There's some serious music on here.
Imagine yourself playing with one of your friends and you're bumping down the stairs because you're running up and down the stairs as a kid, and your father and his associate, in that time was Thad, are down in his basement scoring music for the Thad Jones Mel Lewis Big Band. So you get that washed on you while you're being a kid, and that's how life was. My wife and I have discussions about the fact that my mother didn't push me to be a musician, because I perceive is because she saw the life her husband lived. She didn't want that for her kids. So yeah, we took on more traditional professions. But I'm grateful today that I didn't have to put food on my table with my voice, because it was under those circumstances that I preserved it. In hindsight, I'm a good bit over a half a century old, and I still have enough voice for people to appreciate.
As soon as the sun the truth